Hi guys, once again this is Jove and welcome to my Latex tutorial. And in this tutorial we are now in tutorial number 4, which is entering basic command or commands in Latex to generate trigonometric and logarithmic functions, roots, and fractions. In my last video tutorial number 3, we did some common mathematical notations, which is basic in nature, but this time it's going to be a little bit more complex functions that could be used in generating different formulas involving radical signs, radical symbols, logarithm, trigonometric, and so on. Okay, so let's dive in with the LaTeX. I'm gonna open the TeXmaker, which is the offline editor of the LaTeX. Once again, before starting with the LaTeX, we need to open a new document and then name it, save it in whatever location you desire to use. In my case, I'm gonna be saving in Drive D, and I'm going to name this tutorial as tutorial 4. Tutorial number 4. All right, so I'm gonna save it. So that is the first thing we should do before starting the LaTeX, before using the TeXmaker. Again, the TeXmaker is the offline editor for LaTeX. And once again, we have a major window. The first one is where we enter the command, and the second one is the PDF viewer. So let's begin. Once again, in this video, we're going to enter some complicated functions, trigonometric and logarithmic formulas, radical symbols, roots, and fractions. Again, starting with the command \, and then document, and then the first argument, I'm going to use A for paper again, and then comma, I use 12 point as my font size, and then the last argument will be the type of class. I'm going to be using article as my type of class. All right. And then since I'm doing some complex or advanced mathematical formulas, and it involves some symbols, I'm gonna use, we need to declare some package which is available in LaTeX. I'm gonna be using the package, so use package. I'm gonna use the second option, AMS. This is the command AMS math. This is the package, and then another package I'm going to be using, use package AMS symbol. Okay. All right, and then I think I'm gonna be using here the another package, which is the float. Okay, so I think that's enough. Whenever you enter a command, And if the command you entered is not, the library is not available, there will be a message that will pop up while you are typing, and then you need to install that package. All right, so that is basically the preamble. And now I'm going to be starting the environment where we can begin the command. So again, this is, we need curly braces and type document. Okay, after typing the document, since this is in pair, begin and end document should be there. And I'm going to be using the center command. Because I'm going to type a text. So if there's a begin center, there should always be an end center. And I'm going to start typing. The title of this tutorial is, can you use large command, and then type how to, let's see, how to enter trigonometric and logarithmic functions, roots, and fractions using Latex basic command. Right, I'm going to close it with the curly braces. Then let's see. That's it. So this will be the output, the PDF viewer. All right, so that is a pure text. Now I'm going to use the center. I'm going to hit enter and then use the first command. So I want to use section, and then I'm gonna choose the first one. Section command is used to, if you want to have a subtitle in your document, you can use section. And then I'm gonna trigonometric functions. All right, so I'm gonna hit. Let us run it. All right. So that is the center subsection. All right. So automatically, LaTeX gives it a number, assign a number to a subsection. All right. Now I can now begin the typing the trigonometric formulas. Once again, if we want to be in the math mode, we are using a dollar symbol in a math mode. Okay, now if I want to make it in a display mode, to make it not in line of, the mathematical equation is not in line with the text, I'm going to use double dollar symbol to separate the mathematical equation from text, from the sentences, which is purely text in nature. All right. So for example, I'm going to type y is equals to formula sine. Okay. So if you notice, sine is already given. Sine, let's say x. I'm going to use space because if you're not using space, the output will be, it's like sine x is one word. All right, so I'm gonna hit enter. Let's see. That is the first trigonometric function. All right, here it is. All right. Okay, so another is y is equal to backslash, I will use cosine x dollar. I'm gonna use another function. Let's say y is equals to cosecant. This time I'm gonna use the word theta. Right, theta and then dollar. Let's see the output. All right, so that will be the output. I think we can increase this one to make it 100. Little bit bigger. All right. Okay, so next command, let's say I want to use the arc sign. Y is a function of, let's say I'm gonna use arc sign or sine, right? I'm gonna hit enter, sine, and then caret symbol. So since this is exponent, we use arc sign or -1 x. But this time I need to put inside the curly braces. All right, and then double backslash. Let's see the output. So this one, do sine, arc sign. So for example, y is equal to, another function is arctangent. We can also use arctangent. This is also recognized by the Latex. Space x and then double dollar symbol. And then y is equal to, let's say sine, and then I'm using the Greek symbol rho. Let's see what will be the symbol for rho. All right, so this is the rho. Y is equals to sine rho. All right, so another is, I'm gonna use, another one is section, another section. I choose the first one and then I will type logarithmic functions. By the way, I want to add another. For example, I want sine t, sine squared 2t plus cosine caret symbol 2t is equals 1. Hit enter. All right, so this is another function. Right, so let's see with the logarithm. Most of the time we encounter in any branch of mathematics the logarithmic functions, so we need to know how we can enter the formula using LaTeX. So for example, the first logarithmic function, I have y is equals to simple log log space x, and then dollar, double dollar symbol. Let's see, run it, quick build. So that is the logarithm. All right, another formula is equals to, let's say we have ln or ln of x. Ln of x equals to log underscore. Underscore is used for subscript. So log to the base e. So it will be the subscript. So I'm gonna use back underscore e, and then x double dollar. Let's see the output. All right, so that is equals to log to the base e. Okay, next is have, for example, log to the base e 2x. All right, and is equal to $5. Let's see the output. Log to the base e 2x equals to 5. All right, so another one is we have log x is equal to \log underscore. So that means I'm gonna be using this one as the base, log to the base 10. I will enclose it with the curly braces, and then x, then double dollar. So let's run this one. Okay, so log x to the base is equals to log x to the base 10. All right. Another one is, for example, we have a log 10 equals to 1. Okay, and then we also have the relation ln of x ln of e, or ln of e caret symbol x is equals to x. Let's see, that is the one common formula. Oh, see, x, that means there's something wrong with e. Ln of e. Let's see, I think I need a space. Yeah, we need a space. Ln of e raised to x is equals to x. All right. So let's proceed with the root. So I'm gonna use the center command again. Section, and then this time the roots. How we can enter roots in LaTeX with radical symbol. All right, again, since I'm using display mode, I'm gonna use double dollar symbol. This time the command is sqrt, square root. It stands for square root. Okay, so square root and then sqrt, square root of, for example, 3x plus 1 close parenthesis. So that is the command for square root. Oh, I'm sorry. We need there's an error here. I think we need backslash. Okay. So there are two options. Number one, with single braces. That means the square root of a certain number. The second option is two curly braces. That means the roots and then the number inside the radical symbol. This time only roots and the number inside the radical symbol. So the number inside the radical symbol is 3x plus 1. Let's see. Here it is. Square root of 3x plus 1. Okay, another one. SQRT is the symbol, so this time I'll be using the first option with two arguments. The first argument is the root. So for example, I'm using cube root. The root is 3, right? Cube root, and then the second argument is the numbers or number inside the radical symbol. So for example, 4x is the number inside the symbol, radical symbol, sorry. All right, and then end it with double backslash. Okay, that's it. So cube root of 4x minus 6. All right. Another example is, let's say we have square root of so I'm gonna use the single one, square root SQRT. In this example, I'm gonna use this one, and this time the square root inside the square root. So for example, 1 plus the square root inside the square root, and then I'm going to use the, let's say, x, square root of x. I will close this with double. All right, so let's see. So the output is this one. The square root inside the square root. 1 plus square root of 1. All right. So the last one will be, I'm going to use section again and enter another subsection, which is the fractions. Fractions is also been very useful in mathematical expression. All the mathematical problems, algebraic equations, fractions is always there. All right. So let's proceed with the first example for writing of fractions in LaTeX. The first example is, I'm going to use the example. The command is frac. This is the command frac. So there are two arguments. The first argument is actually the numerator, and the second argument is the denominator. So the first argument, for example, is frac, and then square root frac 2, 5, for example, that one. Let's see the output. The fraction 2 over 2. We're expecting 2 over 5, sorry. 2 over 5, yeah, this one. Okay, so this is the page number. If I want to remove the page number, I'll go to the preamble part and then I'm gonna type page style, page style, page style, then empty. Let's see if let's remove temporarily yeah, it was removed. Right, before we can proceed to the next example for fraction. So another fraction is a fraction with square root. The first, for example, frac, and then frac. Inside the frac is square root sqrt, and then sqrt, for example, I'm gonna use the first one. First argument is 5, and then the second argument is square root of 6, number 6. Square root of fifth root of 5. Let's see what is the output of this. Where's the fraction? Yeah, this one. Square root of 5 over 6. Another example. This time I'm going to use frac. Frac. Okay, the first argument, let's say I'm going to use sqrt again. Square root, and then under the square root, I'm going to use the first square root of, let's say the square root of x plus 1, right? Square root x plus 1, and then the second argument is square root again, square root of, I'm going to use the first, square root of x, so x plus 2. Okay, so I'm going to close it with double. Alright, so that is the result. Square root of x plus 1 over square root of x plus 2. This is the fraction, the combination of fraction and square root command. Alright, so another one is, the last one is, the first command is frac. So I'm going to use the argument, the first argument is 1. And then in the second argument, I'm going to use okay, 1, let's say 1 plus square root of sqrt. I'm going to use the first argument, square root of 1, that is the numerator, and then and 3 is the denominator. I'm going to close this one. All right, and let's see. Fraction, here it is. That is the output of this command. 1 over 1 plus square root of 1 1 divided by, sorry, 1 over 2. It should be sorry. This should not be square root. It should be It should be fraction. 1 and 3. And let's build it. Yes, that is the 1 over 1 plus 1/3 plus 1 over 3. All right, so this is the output. We have 2 pages PDF file. So if I'm going to close this one, this is automatically saved because we already saved it before we start the program. I'm going to close this one and let us see the output of this. I save it in Drive D and then in Latex tutorial, and that is this one, typing trigonometric and algebraic function. This is the PDF. Here it is. This is the PDF file. So you can readily, or you can right away, if you want to have a printout of your work, just go to the PDF files. Then you will see, you can see the output. If you notice, once you save a document in a LaTeX, it saves 4 types of files. The first one is this one, the auxiliary .aox file, and then the text document, auxiliary file, text document, and then Microsoft Edge PDF files, and then the last one is the WinRAR archives. So automatically, 4 files have been saved in your location. All right. So that's it. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. If you are not yet subscribe and like in my channel, please do subscribe and then follow my tutorial in LaTeX if you want to learn more about LaTeX. See you in my next LaTeX tutorial. Thank you so much, guys.